When did you move here?
2000, after the Winter Jam tour in 2018.
The Winter Jam.
You know what that is?
Did you play Gatlinburg?
Yeah, I've done that one.
Winterfest?
Yeah, Winterfest. I've done it. Yeah, I've done it twice.
Man,
did you go to it?
Dude, yeah. Our youth group used to go to Winterfest all the time.
Winterfest in last year or the one before is everybody was like, hey, no live events. Absolutely the height of the pandemic.
Yeah.
No, they were like, we're doing it.
Got us. Yeah, you got to, dude.
I was like, hey.
You go to Winterfest as an 8th grader or freshman to get to the China Bazaar. You got to go.
The top. That's the top.
That's where you go to get the ninja throwing stars.
Wait, that's down there on the strip there?
Right down the strip. Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta get brass knuckles
and
water bongs.
Dude, after your story about getting suspended for 8 weeks, why are you still promoting this lifestyle? You stabbed a kid.
I did not stab him. It was a 4-inch blade.
Did you get that blade from there?
Wow. Potentially, I definitely bought knives at the China Bazaar. But you know what? At Winterfest one time, Tate, I really might have.
Skillet? Who was there?
Tate.
Michael Tate?
Yeah, dude, from DC Talk.
I love it.
There was a man with a tat on his big fat belly, wiggled around like
marmalade jelly.
Took me a while
that
to
was
catch
Toby, I think. That was Toby. But everybody thinks the rapper is the black guy. It's
That's
racist.
not why I did that. Yeah. I was just saying I'm a DC Talk fan. Leave it alone, John.
2021, dude.
2020 done. But Tate's up there, and I say that to say this is amazing. I'm gonna pit. This is my moment because this is like maybe my first time on a big stage.
Oh yeah,
not a stage.
You're up. You're there.
I want somebody to come up and do the verse because he did Jesus Freak.
Of course, at a youth conference. Of course he does.
And who's gonna rap the verse? Yeah, dude. So I raised my hand, and then afterwards I'm like, I was adopted too, and
he did a whole thing.
I saw you play at Lipscomb. Of course, the only other I've seen DC Talk play at Lipscomb and Tate play at Winterfest, dude.
You qualify.
I qualify.
You're gonna get to heaven. They're like, I don't see your name here, and they're like, I saw. They're like, you know what?
I got my ticket stubs.
Yeah, get in here. Maybe we got it. It's under a different name. Get in here. Yeah, we know you're in.
It probably is under a different name. I wonder what name they have or don't have for me at the gates.
They're like, you know what? Get in here.
It's Keith Smith. We don't have that. Ernest? No. Snow?
Yeah.
I don't. What's my birth name? No. I don't know my birth last name. I was adopted. You know this, God.
Come on.
Something, anything.
I always had a bit about how when you get to heaven, you get saved and like Catholicism. There's like it's like you get any other religion you convert. It's a
Catholicism happens like when you're
confirmation. Yeah, but like in evangelical Christianity, like you could say like, I was at a youth group puppet show, and they're like, let me check. They're like,
exactly.
It's like I was at a Christian magic show. You're like this. You got to rededicate in your 20s just to double check.
You're gonna need to go to something a little more adult.
Yeah, that's
booster. You need the faith booster.
Have you been baptized?
Faith booster, dude. Hey. He sat on that one. He's like, I'm gonna get in.
Booster?
Faith booster. That's pretty good.
Need to eat some fruits of the spirit.
Yeah. Let's go. Gummies.
Cornucopia of fruits of the spirit.
They got them all.
Have you been baptized?
Yeah, I got baptized. And I was like 10.
I think, I got baptized. I've been baptized twice.
Oh, you got rebaptized.
Yeah. Didn't feel good after the first. I was probably 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Church camp. Everybody got baptized.
Yeah.
And then I got baptized again on a wilderness trek my junior year of high school.
Oh, yeah, dude. What year was this? Because that was right. Remember, like the Wild at Heart? Everybody's like, men have to be like carrying swords. And like,
this would have been 2010 or 9.
Yeah, it's right in that time. Yeah,
Colorado.
Yeah,
group, 5-day thing.
Which I think don't you get to like as an adult, and like I don't like these. A lot of people on the internet that are like they call it deconstructing like Christianity. You're like, hey, listen, you're 40. Weird stuff happened in youth group to everybody.
Yes.
And I bet if you asked your youth pastor, he wouldn't defend it. He'd be like, yeah, that was weird. Yes. Weird stuff. But to like now you become an adult, you're like the man of Jesus. I feel like I'm on board with that.
Yes.
Look out for other people, do unto others, serve I feel like the tenets of this check out.
Absolutely.
The stuff in weird evangelical 90s and early 2000s Christianity, no one is defending.
Right. Yeah, no.
There's no guy that like, we brought the power team to our church and they did a pyro and it lit the ceiling on fire. It was like, that was a good idea. Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. People left the church because of that.
Or like we had a youth trip that like we went to Mexico. this wasn't I wasn't on this trip, but our church went to Mexico.
It was like a mission trip.
Yeah. They were like, first of all, if I lived in Mexico City and a bunch of white people came down, we're like, we're here to save you. I'd be like, okay, I got it. I think I'm good.
I think everything's fine.
Yeah, I think we're doing great. Yeah. But then they were like, we don't want to leave any like imprint on that community, so we're not even going to leave toilet paper there. We'll put it in a bag and like bring it back.
It's a little bit extra.
But the youth pastor will be like, yeah, that was nuts. Yeah, everyone would say it was nuts.
Yeah.
Not one person is like,
most of the intentions are always good.
Well, like your parents, they taught you about like virginity. Those were in good intentions.
Yes.
The problem, it gets a little tricky.
Yeah.
When you become an adult.
Yeah, it does.
But you look back and you're like, I'm in like rehab or like maybe the recovery process would be like, yeah, I'm not mad at my youth pastor or even ex-girlfriend, or like, I'm not, you're like, because some people, they take that the rest of their lives.
Yes. No, totally. I mean, dude, I've had to unpack, and me and my parents now can talk about.
Same with mine.
We can talk about it like adults now, because I think it just came off as rebellion for so many, and I was rebellious. But at the same time, now I can explain and articulate to my parents why I feel how I feel,
and they can probably do the same.
Yeah,
they were like
much better, and I think I think too, a realization my parents had. And there'll probably be some Lipscomb people hearing this episode because it's you on here, and they just love John Crist. But
I do love Lipscomb, though. I went down. I was like mobbed the last time I went there.
Lipscomb loves you, and look, Lipscomb, you love me too.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah. I gather about you that you grew up Church of Christ, but you're not anti those people.
No,
you love them.
I do love them, and they have always accepted me. That's what I'm about to say, is that like.
There's some contention, but I never have heard you bash. We make fun of some of the superficial stuff, but that pastor, you were like, that guy's legit.
Yes,
I love that guy.
Walt Lever is a great man, and he was my dad's class.
And that's nothing. I've heard nothing out of your mouth since I met you than that.
Yes. So, but my parents have had to come to the realization that I technically was the guy that they told me not to hang out with all my childhood. I was always the kid that they were worried about me hanging out with.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I never knew how to say that, but like, Mom, I'm him. But it's like, I'm him. I'm the kid that other parents are telling their kids not to hang out with.
And if my parents read the story of my cancellation, they would go, this guy, if it wasn't me, they would go, this is a bad,
right.
But then they were the first people to come to do anything for me, because it was their son.
The love of parents. So to move on to how when they had that,
we're going to get some people saved because of this podcast.
Yeah, no doubt. Dude,
where'd you get saved? Did you listen to John?
Just be in earnest with John, dude.
Get in here, dude.
But I think that my parents, their minds have been open a lot by me. Like, they've always been in the Lipscomb world and the Lipscomb bubble. Both of them, always. So
that's all they know.
Yeah. So then for me to go and gain like a whole new worldly view that I can bring back to them.
And not like, screw you guys, this is the truth. Right. Like, hey, here's the thing.
I'm showing them music they never heard, or talking about like it's like when you're walking along the sidewalk and there's like some wet concrete and there's someone draws like a swastika. It's like, that's not racism. That's just a kid that doesn't. Yeah. He's just thinking he's not a bad kid. Yeah,
but you're like
a little fourth grade boy.
Yeah, he knows that that's a thing that you shouldn't. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Like my parents, they're not. They're great people, dude. They have great intentions. They just like, but you don't know what you don't know.
Correct.
Or if you live this way, you go, why would they act like that? Just like the murder mysteries. And you go, well, this is how they grew up. And you go, oh.
Right.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, it is all.
Why are they scared of someone drinking a beer next to them? But let's look how they grew up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my parents have never had a sip of alcohol.
Me neither. Mine neither.
Yeah.
Mine had they went to a dinner party where there was some pasta cooked in wine sauce and they went home.
My parents might stay for the pasta.
All right. Yeah. No, we can't. No.
But like I remember like being 10 or 11 and being at one of our neighbors' houses, and like he had a cooler of beers and Diet Cokes. Yeah. And y'all want a beer? No. My dad grabbed a Dr. Pepper.
Sure.
I thought it was cool that they could hang around. I thought it was cool that we were hanging with people that were drinking.
Yeah.
It was like
your parents would do that.
Yeah. But I also was probably 8 when I took a beer out of that same guy's garage.
What's his name? Do we want to say his name?
Ty Finch.
Come on, Ty.
I was feeding his cats, and I think I took a beer out of his fridge. Not a fridge. It was a warm box. It was like a Coors Banquet.
A warm beer?
Warm beer, garage beer.
Yeah.
2 sips, hated it.
Not into it.
Went back a few years later. Yeah. Not there, but to the beer in general.
Now you're still going to his house. You're like, dude, this is the only place I can feel it.
He moved. I walk in the stranger's
crying,
garage.
Dude.
Just being earnest. Just being earnest. Just being earnest. Just being earnest.